Some frames are fashionable, some are collectible, and then there are frames like this, the Cazal 217, a piece of eyewear history.
You're now tuned in to the Optical Gallery.
Back in the late 70s and early 80s, designer Cari Zalloni completely reshaped what eyewear could be. Before Cazal, glasses were mostly quietly functional, designed not to be noticed, but Zalloni did the opposite. He crafted frames with architecture, with attitude, with presence, and without even intending to, those designs went on to shape an entire culture. In the early days of hip-hop in New York, artists and DJs discovered Cazal. The frames were bold, confident, and unmistakable. Run-DMC, Rakim, Grandmaster Flash, Cazal became more than eyewear, it became identity. You see them in classic films, music videos, album covers, and decades later they still carry that cultural weight. For me, my appreciation for Cazal came through vintage eyewear. When you start studying old frames, you realise just how radical these designs were at the time. The rarest and most sought after pieces will always be the West Germany stamped originals, produced before the reunification. Those early Zalloni designs are what Cazal still re-releases today under the Legends collection, because the originals are history. And then there are the details. Take the screw heads. They're set with small crystal stones, not real diamonds, but that was never the point. Cari Zalloni even turned the screw into jewellery. That kind of thinking fascinates me. How do you take the smallest component and make it beautiful? When the light catches those crystals, they glisten, and they line up perfectly with that top wedge facet of the lens. Two tiny details talking to each other through light. That's design thinking. For this client, we kept the frame exactly as it was intended to be. The original lens shape was traced and recreated precisely, then re-engineered into a modern progressive lens. A subtle 10% indoor tint for everyday wear, finished with a dynamical grey photochromic, allowing lenses to transition seamlessly into sunglasses outdoors. And the signature top facet preserved, because some details are non-negotiable. If Cazal had never existed, what would eyewear culture even look like today? Many people call Cazal luxury. Maybe, but when it first appeared it was something else entirely. It was new, it was bold, it was niche, before niche even had a name. And in many ways, it helped shape the luxury eyewear the world sees today. Vintage design, modern optics, handled with respect. And in the language of the Optical Gallery, we call this lens art.